I hated Armored Core when I first started playing it, and that's really because I just didn't understand it at the time. I've been so used to games just holding my hand, telling me what to do, making sure I'm okay as I play it. And then Armored Core sends me this. I can't dodge these bullets, man. Okay. Nope. Okay, we just, like, when he shoots his machine gun, we just have to get out of the way. Like, we have to run. Oh, speaking of running. And then this.
For your consideration, the Jericho.
And when at first I hated this game because I sucked at it, I realized it was a build issue, and I started to fall in love with it. Mech games populated everything when I was a kid, but they kind of phased out as I got older and more into video games, so I was more than excited to play this one. Yet I don't have too much to say here, at least when it comes to the story, and you guys know how much I love talking about the plot and characters and the nuances behind everything, yet this game doesn't do a lot to engage you into the story, and as the second half is better than the first half of the story, plus if you go after the true ending, it gives you a good sense of fulfillment, but for the most part, it's a bunch of faceless people leaving you voicemails.
Well, Handler Walter. Michigan. Yeah, you sure about that? I'll be working at Chen Fort, and they'll give...
Yeah, I skipped 90% of the dialogue, and I still got the gist of what was going on. You're a mercenary, fighting for one corporal, then fighting for another corporal, and then turning into a big savior for everybody. Of course, there's something bigger at hand, but you don't play this game for the story. You play it for the combat, which at times can be pretty repetitive. Let me go ahead and give some context before I go into that. This game gives you a variety of options on how to play. You could be a big AC with even bigger guns. You could be a small, nimble, fast AC with a laser sword. You can create a flying tank that becomes a fortress where you're impervious to all damage. And this game wants you to experiment. You get refunds on all the parts that you buy. You can mix and match just about anything. You're given a set limit on how things work, and everyone is kind of set to the same standard. Matter of fact, this is another game where I didn't even bother to look up any guides or any builds because I had freedom to do what I want with no consequences. Mix that with how generous the checkpoint system is, and there's not really any punishment for dying over and over again. Plus, if you gain enough money, you can create multiple ACs, which then you can load in and out between deaths and checkpoints. However, it's real easy to find a build you like and just kind of stick with it. After I found a build that just completely shredded people, it was 2 miniguns and 2 bazookas. That's it. Keep it simple. I only ever had to upgrade my armor and my internal systems. I never changed my guns through my playthrough. Well, actually, I went from giant bazookas on my shoulders to even bigger bazookas that shoot lasers. But really, that's the beauty about the game. It's a game where it gives you freedom of choice. Everyone has the same materials at the same time. It's its own niche. It's its own entity. It doesn't try to be Dark Souls. I appreciate that each level is contained and that they don't try to make an open world mech game and cater to what all other games are trying to do. I appreciate that the story progresses naturally. And even though there are people like myself who skip through most of it, you can still find some attachment to it. I appreciate the amount of effort that went into level design. Every 30 minutes I was confronted with challenges on how to progress through a map or different types of bosses. This kept the pace new, even though I beat everything in the same way over and over again. Armored Core has a long history, and you can tell that they understand what they are, and they definitely are not ashamed of it, which leads to making just a well crafted game. I definitely recommend this game to anyone who is interested in it at the least bit, because you might figure out that you like something new. And because of that, I gotta give Armored Core 6 Fires of Rubicon an 8 out of 10. Until next time, play nice. You know what's crazy? The last time I played an Armored Core game, I was at a Walmart or Target in the demo section, and I played the demo of the game, and I thought it was the coolest mech game ever, and no other mech game played like this one did, and I never, ever, ever could find it again, and and I never left my memory. That demo has stuck in my mind, has been burned in my mind longer than any other demo I've ever played ever. That is crazy. I'm happy I finally got to play the game that 6-year-old, 7-year-old Mario got to play.